Next speaker is Christopher Rhodenbaugh.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, go right ahead.
I am here as a volunteer to support ranked choice voting in both primary and general elections because I'm a public school teacher, a social studies teacher that spends every day in my classroom hoping that a better knowledge of history will create more civic participation. And I'll be in that classroom tomorrow at 8 a.m. And this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so thank you for sticking around to hear my voice. I support particularly goal number 3 of the commission that states, quote, focus on ideas and proposals that would A, improve government effectiveness, transparency, accountability, or efficiency, and B, encourage meaningful participation by New Yorkers. As a teacher in East Harlem, I spend a lot of my time trying to engage students in the democratic process. Yet, what do they find when they start following politics more closely? A system in which, to get support or attention in an election, you must first be considered electable. That means different things in different places. In our national politics, it might mean being white and male, a 21st century veil for discrimination. In our local politics, it often means having friends with a lot of money or political connections. Therefore, the doors of the political world feel shut to many of my students. I want our politics to focus on the exchange of ideas and the empowerment of all citizens of our city. I came here today because I think ranked choice voting will do that. In cities where ranked choice voting has been implemented, many women and people of color have won elections, making local governments more representative. The most frequent question I get in my classroom when I encourage students to register to vote when they turn 18 or get their family members to vote is, does my vote really matter? In our current system, I genuinely feel insincere at times telling young people that every vote matters. With our current plurality and runoff structure, it is impossible to determine the actual preference of voters. Ranked choice voting will end the concerns of throwing away a vote or my vote doesn't matter and replace them with a reality in which every vote expresses an idea or vision for our city. After each election, parties and candidates will be able to see which candidates gained a lot of enthusiasm, in addition to the eventual winner. Ranked choice voting will allow me to tell my students that you can share your passions and beliefs with your first choice, but still protect and make sure that the candidate who wins will respect your human dignity. With that in mind, I would be remiss if I didn't represent my students and say that they are deeply concerned about the lack of accountability for police officers in our city, and I think ranked choice voting would be a powerful way to empower more young people of color to participate in the political process. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.